Kerry King explains why Phil Anselmo wasn't on his solo album. Probably because he was doing Pantera. What's up, dudes? Thrash Potato back with another video talking about Kerry King talking about why Phil Anselmo isn't on his latest album. And I think it's pretty obvious as why he isn't. Let's get into it and see what the article says. It says here, rumors around Kerry King's band prior to getting announced was that it featured King, Slayer drummer Paul Bostaph, Slayer guitarist Gary Holt, which King recently explained, and Pantera vocalist Phil Anselmo. Band ultimately featured King and Bostaph alongside Death Angel vocalist Mark Osegueda, former Vio-Lence and Machine Head guitarist Phil Demmel, and former Hellyeah bassist Kyle Sanders. Pretty cool lineup the way it is, but man, can you imagine if it had Gary Holt and Philip and Anselmo? That would have been a pretty insane band, dude, if you ask me. Like I said, it's a pretty cool lineup the way it is, but man, it could have been pretty amazing. And I think this article kind of links up to what I was talking about previous when it comes to this whole Slayer Pantera thing. So it goes on to say, so was there any truth to the rumors? According to King, in a new interview with Trunk Nation with Eddie Trunk, kind of. King said he and Anselmo had some conversations about working together, but King felt that Anselmo thought that the project was too thrashy for him. That, and then Pantera got back together and Anselmo got really busy. That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure they knew they were going to do a Pantera tribute way before Kerry King knew what he was up to. Or maybe around the same time, so I already knew it wasn't going to clash, because I don't know about that thrashy bit. Phil Anselmo can get pretty thrashy, you know what I'm saying? It didn't get real far, said King, and everything you saw online, that was just all rumors, because it never got past me and Phil talking about it. Which, that's kind of crazy that it was a rumor, but they almost had it happen. I think a lot of people knew that these two musicians were kind of displaced and that they would just kind of find each other since they knew each other and everything anyways. I've known Phil decades. I've known Phil before Cowboys from Hell came out, which there's footage of him and Dime jamming when they were really young. It was pretty cool. He's been a friend of mine throughout the years, and all the business suits wanted me to go that way. My manager, my record company, my promoter, everybody. Because it's gonna put massive butts in the seats, so to speak, and it would've. I would've been right there front row. Dude, you can only imagine. Anyways, I'm gonna get to that here in a second. But talking to Phil about it, I know this is too thrashy of a project for him. I'm not saying he can't do it. I'm saying I don't think he wanted to do it. But we did a little bit of legwork on it, and especially once the Pantera tribute came up, that just blew it out of the water. So what I'm thinking is they might even jam together just a little bit, just to have some fun. I'm sure why not. Like I said, they've known each other forever or whatever. It would make total sense. But I mean, it would have got a lot of butts in the seat if they would have just got Phil to do it. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, this Pantera tribute, it's gonna take most of Phil's time. But how much you want to bet? How much you want to bet? I'm gonna go back to what I was saying. They're gonna have a Pantera tribute and a Slayer tour. Watch, because two of the biggest, heaviest hitting thrash acts from back in the day are back, at least for a little while, at least with as many members as they can get together. And I mean, come on, dude, how are they gonna miss that opportunity not to have those two bands at least be top headliners of a huge thrash freaking tour? I don't see why they wouldn't do it. Guarantee you, bet me money, bet me $2, that's what's gonna happen. So it goes on to say, though let's be real, Anselmo could have crushed some thrash. Look no further than King and Anselmo blasting out some Slayer live as evidence. And it's got a couple videos of the guys jamming some Rain and Blood and some more Assemble, a little bit of Angel of Death. I'll put the link to the article in the description so you can check all that out. I've seen it a million times, it's great, I think it's freaking awesome. And that's what I'm saying, I think Phil could pull some thrash easily. I don't think that was the case. I think availability was the case, and who knows, Phil might have heard it and probably just said, nah dude, I want to do more of this L minor type stuff. Who knows, you know what I'm saying? But it didn't work out, which actually worked out for the best, because I mean, in my opinion, and I know this isn't the popular opinion, but at least we get Slayer, that's cool, yeah, I didn't expect that one, a Slayer-ish type band with Kerry King, and a Pantera tribute, you know what I'm saying? And I also heard we're getting some new Down music. I mean, dude, all around, it's gonna be a great couple of years for some music, I think. Let's get it out there and let's jam it up, I say, dude, because if Slayer and Pantera tribute come out and jam together, dude, I'm definitely going to see that. I can only imagine, dude. The article rounds out saying Kerry King will be out on tour with Lamb of God, Mastodon, and Malevolence this July. And get your tickets here. Like I said, I'm gonna put a link to the article in there so you can just click on everything you need once you get to it, man. So what do you think? How would Phil have done jamming for Kerry King? Yeah, I mean, for us old heads, we already know it would have been extremely killer, dude. None of us would have passed any of that up. Not for a minute. Still probably wouldn't, and there's still still probably a chance we might get to see Phil Anselmo do like a little featurette, or, you know, vice versa, we might get Kerry King jamming fucking hostile. You never know. Pretty excited, pretty pumped to see what these next couple of years have to hold, because these are some of my favorite bands, and I want to check them out as soon as possible, you know what I'm saying? That's my quick little video on Kerry King explaining why Phil Anselmo wasn't in a solo band. Let me know what you think in the comments. Again, keep an eye out for my little guitar freaking cartoon videos. I'm trying to bust my ass on those, get those out. Got a couple pedal reviews and a couple guitar reviews coming up, so keep an eye out for those too. Alright guys, that's my video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next round, and remember to stay metal. Late.